So the Washington Wizards, they are shamelessly tanking. And like, it's as shameless a tank as I maybe have ever seen. I hope, you know what? I hope you get the 5th pick. I hope shameless tanking is always going to be the 5th pick. As we've seen with the Detroit Pistons. How do you have the worst record in the NBA for, is it 3 seasons in a row and get the 5th pick 3 times in a row? It is impressive. You missed out on. How many players did Detroit miss out on? They got Jaden Ivey. They missed out on the big 3. And in fairness, I think I might take Jaden Ivey over Jabari Smith. They missed out on a chance at Chet. They missed out on a chance at Paolo. They missed out on a chance in 2023 at the generational Scoot. They missed out on Wemby. They missed out on Brandon Miller. They missed out on the good Thompson. Sarah maybe. Might come good. They missed out on the good Thompson at this point in time. And then, obviously, they drafted Ron Holland when they didn't. They needed more shoot. I don't even know what the Pistons. They deserve their 5th picks. But you've got the Wizards now, who have just completed no-win November. They have just lost every game in a month. Like, they are embarrassingly bad. Like, embarrassingly bad, the Washington Wizards. 2-16. They're on a 14 game. They were 2-2 and then just said, nah. They just said, nah. It's just the Pistons like last year. The Pistons were 2-1 last year and they lost 28 straight. I wonder when the next time they're going to win a game is. Honestly. How are you 26th in points per game and 29th in opponents' points per game? How are you losing games by an average of 15? Like, this is... They might go and break the Pistons record. They are one of the worst teams you've ever seen. Like, Johnny... I still can't believe they drafted Johnny Davis. They are playing Johnny Davis minutes in the NBA. That should be already a fine. It should already be a fine for playing Johnny Davis in the NBA. And if you guys agree, subscribe. We're trying to hit 6.75k by the end of the day. And this is the first day of Hoopsmas/Mickmas. Whatever you guys say in the comments of this video, my last video, and maybe my next video because I'm recording 3 in a row. We're going to have a graphic made for it and all. We're going to be uploading 10 videos a day between now and the 25th of December. And trust me, like, we're going to have some bigger videos. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of different things. You're not going to find more basketball content than anywhere else, especially from an Irish guy who just rambles into a microphone. You can find all that edited content. You can find all that, like, super lukewarm takes and making videos on stuff. You're not going to find somebody ranting about Johnny Davis getting NBA minutes in the year of 2024 anywhere else other than this channel. But they're giving Johnny Davis minutes. They are playing Johnny Davis. I repeat, Johnny Davis is playing. This man, not only, like, people say, oh, Anthony Bennett's one of the worst, like, players in the NBA. No. Anthony Bennett is better basketball player than Johnny Davis. He might go down as one of the worst top 10 picks of all time. Because sometimes players just don't go to America. Some players never play in the NBA. Some players come over like a Jan Vesely. They're not great and then they go home after a year or two. But like Johnny Davis, it's been 3 years. This guy sucks. He legitimately sucks. I don't know how he went 10. He sucks. And do you guys not remember Stephen A. Smith when they drafted Ousmane Dieng and traded him? And he started ranting about them taking a French guy. Because, you know, obviously Stephen A. Smith and xenophobia are something that happens every single time there's a draft. And then he's there complaining about how much he wanted Johnny Davis. Alex Sarr should not be playing the minutes he's playing. He's averaging 10, 6, and 2. And, like, this is a 7'1" center. I repeat, this is a 7'1" center who on the season is shooting 37% from the field. He is 7'1". He's shooting 37%. At least, if you are the Wizards, there's one positive. There's one positive. Bilal Coulibaly is legit. He is legit. Bilal Coulibaly could be good. Bob Carrington's not terrible. He's fine. He's going to be a fine guard for a while in the league. But, like, you've got Jonas Valanciunas just sitting there. You got Malcolm Brogdon just kind of sitting there. They're averaging 29 points. And by sitting there, I don't mean they're not playing. I mean they're, like, just playing meaningless minutes. You've got Kispert. I think you paid Kispert, didn't they? I think they paid Kispert. And now they got Kuzma coming in. They got the GOAT Kyle Kuzma. And they've Jordan Poole. Like, this is one of the worst rosters I've seen. Not player for player, by the way. I've seen much worse rosters than this. Like, we have seen some garbage rosters. Like, you could argue the Pelicans are the worst roster. But, like, what is this team? You have pretty good, like, glue-type player. Lockdown defender could be nice and Koulibaly. High potential. You got garbage man Johnny Davis. You got Patrick Baldwin Jr. You've got Bob Carrington, fine. You've got Is there another Champagny? Is there two of them? You got Jordan Poole. You got Sadiq Bey. Sadiq Bey's like an NBA player. Like, Sadiq Bey is an NBA player. He's a decent NBA player. Jordan Poole. I mean, he's won a championship and was averaging 20 points a game nearly for a team who won a championship. Brogdon's a former six-man of the year. Jonas Valanciunas is a starting center on a lot of good teams. Hejon George, fine rookie. Sarr, fine rookie. Corey Kispert's a good player. I mean, like, just give up on Marvin Bagley. And then Kyle Kuzma won a ring. You got multiple guys that won a ring. And, look, I get it. Kyle Kuzma's still that super... He's the youngest 29-year-old you'll ever see. Like, people are still probably getting him for potential. Man's 30. But, like, this is one of the worst teams I've ever seen. Because they're not going anywhere. They have trade assets that they're refusing to trade. They've got... Like, just go all the way bad. I'm sorry, none of your vets are going to help improve this team. Like, Sadiq Bey is barely a vet. Malcolm Brogdon. If you want to keep a vet, keep Brogdon. Maybe keep Valanciunas. But, like, just do whatever you can to trade Kuzma. Just get off Kuzma. I don't even care. Get off Kyle Kuzma. Then you've got some young players. If you want to go fully into the tankathon, cool. Go capture the flag. I don't know what you can rhyme with AJ Dybantsa. Something with ta for Dybantsa. And then, I don't know who else we have. You know what? Like, you're the Washington Wizards. Why not just take Gilbert Arenas' kid at this stage? You know, Gilbert Arenas is great for you, so why not just take his kid? If we're going to nepotism players in the franchise like Bronny, just take Arenas' kid. In fairness, Gilbert Arenas' kid is a nice player. But yeah. That's all I'm going to say about this absolute joke of a franchise. Like, an absolute joke. The Washington Wizards are a complete joke, and I hope you get the 5th pick. There is nothing I'm praying for more than teams when they shamelessly tank to get the 5th pick. And I also have to say this. This is one of the worst rosters constructed ever. At this point, it's like, don't be that team. For Kyle Kuzma and avoiding losing to the Pistons. Man, at this point, it's like, don't be that team losing to the Wizards. And Washington, you guys better be careful. Because it's not that unlike, you are halfway to the Pistons. You might pull a freaking Pistons. And that would be hilarious. And you might be like, oh, this team's not that bad. You lost to the Raptors by 30. I repeat, they lost to... Oh, that was preseason. Sorry, I thought I said November, not October. They lost to the Bucks by 10. They lost to the Clippers by 25. They lost to the Bulls by 20. They lost to the Pacers by quite a bit. They lost to the Knicks by 30. They lost to the Pistons by 20. Hawks by 12. Spurs by 9. Like, it's not much better than losing to the Raptors by 30, not gonna lie. They really suck.